Senator Joe Manchin is ready to push the next stimulus package, but new reports show he is considered a bad word at the White House. Biden's solution to high gas prices and inflation may become a reality for millions of Americans, and Zelensky labels Biden a true leader. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. You watch this channel each day because I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C. with President Biden and the U.S. economy, so let's jump right in. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Truebill, and I'll tell you how to be better with your money and wealth building later in this video. West Virginia Democrat Senator Joe Manchin has blasted President Joe Biden for his failure to take any kind of responsibility. He stated that Americans deserve to know the truth behind the recent spike in inflation. None of this Putin price hike garbage. He says the Biden administration failed to act quickly and boldly and instead acted slowly with half measures and rhetorical failures, trying to place the blame anywhere else but on themselves. Recently, Joe Biden offered a solution to high gas prices, which was everyone should buy an electric car. Manchin was also quick to criticize him on this point, stating that in order for this to be realistic, we must offer tax credits to companies producing green energy solutions. These tax credits would hopefully drive more oil-based companies to switch to producing green energy by incentivizing them towards making profits off of green energy. As of now, buying an electric car to combat gas prices is unrealistic for millions of Americans, as electric cars are still on average more expensive than gas-powered cars. Now, this might not be the case for long. General Motors and Honda have partnered to produce an electric car with a price tag of under $30,000. This is part of their plan to produce millions and millions of electric cars by the year 2027. As of now, new electric cars are about $15,000 more expensive than their oil-based competition cars. Now, if you could get a reliable electric car from General Motors or from Honda for under $30,000 plus some generous tax credits, would you go for it? Or are you planning on keeping the tradition of buying gas-powered vehicles? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment. I'm also going to do a poll later on my channel. Okay, back in Washington, D.C., a bus full of migrants has arrived, the first of many. In a controversial move, the governor of Texas has decided to direct incoming immigrants by bus all the way to Washington, D.C. The Texas governor said he is doing this so that Biden can immediately address the needs of these people after allowing them to cross into the country illegally. Now, some have criticized this as a publicity stunt that should be stopped immediately. However, many Texans support sending the problem Washington, D.C. created directly to Washington, D.C. because Texas does what's best for the people of Texas. Now, I have a lot more to tell you about the economy, what's happening in the country, and also where we stand with a stimulus package. But first, let me tell you about a financial app that will definitely make your financial life better. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Truebill. Truebill is the best smartphone app for improving your financial health. This app will help members better manage their money, create a workable budget, lower their bills, and achieve their financial goals faster. With Truebill, you can cancel unused subscriptions that are costing you money each month with the click of a button. No more having that awkward, I'd like to cancel my subscription conversation ever again. Lastly, many of you have asked in the comments for tips on improving your credit score. Truebill gives you detailed information about your credit score and your credit history so you know how to start improving your credit score right away. So if you want to lower your bills, budget like a boss, eliminate wasteful spending and unused subscriptions, or get a better handle on your credit score, then you'll love Truebill as much as I do. To get started, head on over to truebill.com/Stephen Gardner. After doing financial coaching for over 15 years, I can honestly tell you, Truebill will help you be better with your money. So get started today by following that link down below, and I'll go ahead and make sure to put that in the video section and also in the pinned comment. All right, now let's get back to today's news update. It's now been confirmed that Senator Joe Manchin wants to restart stimulus package discussions in Washington, D.C. and with the White House. However, according to an article by left-leaning Politico, the White House is instructing people not to talk to Joe Manchin. He's become a bad word, a curse word at the White House, and they don't even want him being talked about. So he's totally being shunned at the White House. Now, personally, I think that this is a massive power struggle within the Democrat Party. Joe Biden sees that the world recognized that Joe Manchin had more power and influence than him, so he's now been placed on the naughty list. Manchin was also one of the only Democrats to say all indicators are flashing that inflation is about to get out of control. What happened next? His party badmouthed him month after month after month as they tried to pass trillions of dollars more of infrastructure. Now with inflation at a verified 8.5%, not one of them have apologized to him publicly nor acknowledged that he was right all along. Inflation and gas prices are the two highest concerns on the American people's minds as they live their lives and as politicians head into election season. Now, Manchin mentioned that he wants to pick the most pressing stimulus package items and move them forward right now. I know that many of you want to see the child tax credit program reinstated, and others want to see a stimulus check that you could spend however you want, or maybe you don't have children, while others say, what the heck happened to those stimulus fuel checks the Democrats were bragging about, and then it totally dropped off the map? So there is discussion going on, and I do believe that something is going to happen. But as of right now, the one holding all of the power is the one being treated the worst in Washington, D.C. A new report has been released verifying the atrocities carried out by the Russian regime. The report has confirmed with credible evidence that Russian military did in fact torture and kill Ukrainian citizens. You can kill military on military, but when you attack and torture citizens, that's a game changer when it comes to the rules of war. They found that Russia made attack on maternity hospitals as well as many buildings that were marked children to let them know there were families inside of these buildings. Now an investigation is underway to see if in fact there was chemical warfare happening in Ukraine. After Biden labeled Russia's actions as genocide, President Zelensky praised him for it. Zelensky called Biden a true leader and thanked him for ongoing support, but also asked, hey, we need more weapons. And his wish is likely to be granted. As of right now, Biden is trying to approve another $750 million military equipment package for Ukraine. This would be about $2.4 billion donated thus far. The issue now is transporting this military aid without being seen as contributing to the war by Russia. Russia has said that they would view weapon transportation as entering the war. So there's a fine balance between helping and pulling the United States into war. Both Russia and Ukraine have been taking losses and victories on the battlefield. Videos have been surfacing online of Ukrainians capturing Russian soldiers, but now Russia has stated that they have over 1,000 Ukrainian hostages, and Zelensky is trying to organize the first prisoner exchange between Russia and Ukraine. However, it's unclear whether Putin is willing to play ball. Elon Musk is being hit with lawsuit after lawsuit from people who sold their Twitter stock just before it was announced that Elon became the largest owner of Twitter. They are now arguing that Elon announced his ownership acquisition later than what is required by the Security and Exchange Commission. This led many to sell before they would have had this huge bump in profits, and so now they're suing the electric car tycoon for making them lose money. It's not likely that this will go very far, but it is a big story in the news. Speaking of Elon Musk, his competitor, the second richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, is planning on launching 83 rockets to deliver thousands of satellites into orbit that would provide the world with Wi-Fi over the next 5 years. The government has given them permission, but they must act quickly as the permits will be completely revoked from Jeff Bezos if he doesn't have at least half of those satellites in orbit by 2026. A viral video was posted yesterday online of a bird pooping on President Biden while giving a speech about how crappy things are here in the United States. No pun intended. The White House has corrected that, saying, "This wasn't bird poop. It was a piece of corn that was juicy that fell onto the president's jacket mid-speech." So they're now saying that this was corn that fell from the roof or an upper level of this barn, and that people should stop making fun of Joe Biden. Now, I'm not going to show it because I try to be very kind on my channel, but this set off a storm of jokes and mockery and videos, and somebody saying, geez, even the birds are pissed off about how bad inflation and the economy is. And I don't know that they're wrong, because a new poll showed that only 16% of the economy think that President Biden is running a strong economy. So his approval rating with the economy is very, very low. Now, my only question is, why would a farmer store corn on the upper part of his barn? I mean, I've seen hay, but I have never in my entire life seen corn up there. That's almost always in a cellar or a silo. But what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet, right? All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more with you. Before you go, make sure to get your name entered to be one of the winners of the $100 cash gas gift cards that Casey and I are giving away thanks to generous video sponsors. We know that these ridiculously high gas prices are affecting many people, and you can see the details of the giveaway down below. Also, click on the link and go get that Truebill app. And take control of your money, your future, and your credit starting right now. Go click it. They're a great, great company, and I'm so grateful for them sponsoring this video. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I really, really believe that. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.